Daniel here again at GameStop Expo 2014. I'm here with Mat Solie, who's a producer at Disney Interactive. We're going to be talking Marvel Disney Infinity. So one of the big brings that the set has. So I already have it pre-ordered. I made the basic set.
Well, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I have 2 young sons.
Oh wow,
who are
awesome.
really looking forward to it. They play already with the little Disney characters that are out for the previous Infinity game.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yeah. So, what can we look at, or what can we expect for making this game unique from previous Disney Infinity products?
Okay, so first big thing, Marvel, yay. Superheroes, yay. One of the other big things is this time we've actually added skill trees to every character.
Really?
Yeah, so since we have the camera up and it's looking at the screen, I can actually show that. Once we get past that, it'll be up in a sec. But yeah, so every character we've actually introduced for 2.0 has their own unique skill tree, so you can actually upgrade and specialize them in like melee, range. With Iron Man, he actually gets like sort of an energy shield around him, so he won't take direct damage to his health. So here we go, skill tree. So you see, I have totally cheated and already maxed out the character. But yeah, for instance, like all the 2.0 characters have a special move. Iron Man's is like where all the facets of his armor open up and fire missiles.
Oh wow!
Like the Hulk has like a roaring rage where basically he screams, gets bigger, and sends out a gamma burst that destroys everything around him. And then, for instance, like Aladdin, who works in the toy box, he actually pulls out the magic lamp and rubs it, and it causes a devastating like energy to swirl around him and take out all the guys around him. So everyone's got a skill tree. Now, what's also really cool, all the 1.0 figures, all the 1.0 power discs move forward. All 1.0 figures get skill trees.
Really?
Yes.
So if I brought one of the characters, now my mind is blanking, but if I brought Mr. Incredible
yes.
from Disney 1.0
yep.
up to bat,
yep.
he would not be an inferior character in this game.
No. So what would happen is how it works with the 1.0 characters, it actually enhances their natural abilities like strength, endurance, and actual health. So like, if you actually put the original Mr. Incredible next to like, say, a level 20 Hulk, that would be really unfair. So what we wanted to do is like make sure we get them up there so you can have that fight where it's like, oh, Mr. Incredible versus the Hulk or whoever inside Toy Box. So that's just skill trees. This time inside the playsets, they've actually gotten considerably bigger. So remember how big like the Incredibles was?
Yeah.
Well, to give you an example, Marvel Manhattan, as we jokingly call it, is 4 times bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and fly up to the roof of the world and let you take a look around.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the guys at Avalanche, the joke was Infinity 1 had everything but the kitchen sink. This time we do have the kitchen sink, actually. When you upgrade Donald, he has a ranged ability where he throws like vases and shoes and stuff, but you can charge it up and he throws the kitchen sink.
Wow, that is
yeah.
That's awesome.
So
okay.
Oh yeah, so yeah, giant, big worlds again. The 3 playsets, we have Avengers, Spider-Man, and then finally Guardians of the Galaxy. That small little indie film that came out beginning of August.
Yeah, just little.
Yeah, little thing, guys.
Definitely not something I saw 3 times.
Oh, nice. I only saw it twice. Yeah, so those are about 6 to 7 hours, like in story length. Plus, there's all the side missions, which brings us to the other cool part. So remember last time I made everyone cry when I do interviews and say you couldn't have Sully pilot the Black Pearl in Pirates of the Caribbean. Literally, people cried and booed. This time, because it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or not Cinematic Universe, but the Marvel Universe, it's all connected. And so we worked with Brian Michael Bendis, and he actually came up with some recommendations that made sense. So, for instance, in the Avengers, you can actually have Rocket Raccoon and Nova join in the fight against Loki with the Avengers inside this playset.
Inside the playset?
Inside the playset.
That's awesome.
And they will have their own unique missions explaining why they're there, and they can complete the main story. Actually, it's funny, when he walked up, I was trying to unlock Nova, and I'm like, okay, let's throw that down. But no, actually, if you want, you can pull out, I'll drop Iron Man down, you can actually pull out Rocket Raccoon, and he'll appear on screen right now. So it pops up at the top. And then put him where Iron Man is. And then bada bing, bada boom.
Wow.
Great news.
Huh.
Yep.
That is really cool.
Yeah, and actually Nick Fury in later missions makes reference to Star-Lord dropping off some stuff and like misses the target. But yeah, Rocket shows up here, so that's pretty cool. And then Nova does as well, so.
So, I have to ask.
Yeah.
Are any of the characters just different skins of the same character?
Not really, because every character in the Marvel superhero universe, they may share some similarities. Like, the Incredible Hulk is super strong, but so is Venom.
Right.
But Venom's attacks, even though super strong, are all tendril based, while Hulk is all about smashy McSmasher time.
That's awesome.
And then, for instance, Nova, he's a total range guy, Iron Man you would consider. But the whole thing is, with the skill trees, you can actually tweak them a bit, where you can actually have Iron Man be more about melee and that energy shield I told you he gets.
Right.
While Nova can all be about his awesome, Nova Blast from his hands, where you can actually not only start dual wielding, you can charge him up. And then, go down another specialization with his super, which actually is awesome. Basically what happens is he becomes a mini supernova. Where literally, he basically, sucks all the enemies, up in the air and they start flipping, and he just expels all the energy and they just disintegrate.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so they, they do share some similarities, just like any superheroes do, regardless of Marvel, DC, stuff like that. But it's also, how they use that ability. So...
Right.
Sort of cool. You probably saw the trailer with Groot. He's another brute that we have in the game, where not only does he have his very slow attack, you consider with the Hulk and stuff like that, but he has a range attack. It's called Root for Groot. It's the one where he shoves his fists in the ground and it shoots through and then uppercuts at the far end. It's awesome.
That is so cool.
So okay, we've gone through crossovers, skill trees, big world. I think the next thing to talk about is probably Toy Box.
Toy Box, yeah.
I'm probably forgetting something, but Toy Box is pretty insane. So all you at home, we really made Toy Box sing this time. So basically what happened was we did a bunch of play testing after Infinity 1, and we realized Toy Box, amazing, great to play with, a little difficult to understand for, kids, families, 34-year-old men that have to demo.
Right. Not that we play this at all without kids.
No, never. I have 1,000 nephews. That explains the time. So what we did was we went through and made a huge onboarding process now in Toy Box. It's, I believe, 50 to 60 missions that take you through step by step how things work. Because remember last time we just put you in the Toy Box and said, go for it. And, there was a bunch of people that went and ran with it and did amazing stuff. I mean, that's why we get great UGC every week. But this time we have the onboarding process. And then, have you heard about builders and creators? Okay, so builders and creators, because we added procedural generation to the Toy Box, which is a fancy term for the world will build itself uniquely every time. Now, a builder is one of those cute little townspeople, and there's about 10 of them. You put them in the Toy Box, and they all specialize in something. So the Sultan from Aladdin will go around and start building Agrabah.
Oh, wow.
And he won't stop until you delete him. Now, as cool and fun as that is, we needed something else because, a lot of people were saying, hey, building a racetrack, it's time-consuming, it's, difficult. Sometimes my kids can't get the connections right. What would be a really easy way to do that? So we created the creator system. That was much more eloquent when I said it yesterday during training. So the creator system basically is, for instance, remember there's that one piece for a racetrack.
Right.
It's the starting point. So now you can actually put down the racetrack creator, and it will procedurally generate an entire racetrack with the AI and also all the logic connections for pole position, time, all that stuff, set to go. So literally, you put it down, and then a couple seconds later, pop, it's there, and then you can put a car down and immediately start racing.
That is awesome.
And then another big thing we did in Toy Box is templates. Now, what templates are was the answer to hey, I wanted to have some more structured gameplay in the Toy Box, or something just pre-built that I could just instantly drop in and play.
Right.
So, fan of Super Smash Brothers? Mm-hmm. So we actually have a template in there where it's a, almost a 2D side scroller with weapon spawns. It actually counts how many times you defeat somebody, has a timer, will rank people, and it's just literally you put one template down. You don't have to do any of the connections with the logic toys, and you can go and start playing. So that's something that's really, really exciting. And it's inspired by Super Smash Brothers. Now, last but not least, because I'm prattling on, the other cool thing is in the starter packs, you're going to get 2 what's called Toy Box Adventures. Now, Toy Box Adventures are awesome. That's the beefy, structured gameplay inside a Toy Box. They're 3.5, 4-hour experiences. One is a tower defense game, modeled after and inspired by Orcs Must Die.
Okay.
And then the second one you get in the Marvel Starter Pack is called Escape the Kiln.
Escape the Kiln?
Yeah, so it is a dungeon crawler inspired by Ultimate Alliance and Diablo. And really, really fun, really cool. But when we built or Avalanche, I should say, built these, they actually did a really, really awesome thing where they created the door system. And what the door system allows you to do is to connect up to 10 toy boxes together. So not only can you create your own games now, you can actually create levels.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. Now, if we have a door system, what would be the next natural evolution? Create interiors. So now you'll actually have your own interior you can customize. So like as you play through the game, you'll get trophies and cool stuff like that. So you'll be able to customize your house and make it look the way you want. Like I try to always make mine look like something out of Tron, which you can do.
Nice.
Which is super exciting. But yeah, that's like just the big bullet points right there. I mean, is that a lot? Is that a lot? That sounds like a lot. But no, I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff that that's in the game. But yeah, totally crazy, awesome, coming out.
It sounds super exciting.
I'm glad you're digging it. Yeah, no, September 23rd, it's coming out. It's going to be so much fun to see everyone start playing it. User-generated content's going to go through the roof. Basically, yeah, we went from like approving. It sounds like we went from approving 5 a week right now to we want to approve over 100.
Oh wow!
So we can start going and grinding everything out.
Seriously through the roof.
Yeah, it's like going a little bit of the little big plan route where it's just like, here is all the UGC you want.
Well, to be honest, that's one of the things that first drew me to the first Infinity was the Little Big Planet.
Oh, building your own world, yeah.
Your own world. And you're absolutely right. The toy box was not the easiest. It wasn't the easiest building system.
Yeah. The good way to put it is that it's extremely powerful, but it is complex.
Yeah.
So, and we sort of knew that you know it'd be power users that were creating all the big cool stuff inside of it. It was just, you know, I got bummed when my 12-year-old nephew was making really cool stuff and it was cooler than the stuff I was making. I get very envious of 12-year-olds. Don't judge me. But yeah, no, it was really cool that like but he's a Minecraft kid.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. I mean, I remember going over to his house. He's like, I built the Starship Enterprise. Uncle Matt, what are you gonna build me? I'm like, nothing. Here's a house. Like, go play.
Go play.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean, that's what's great about it, and you know, everyone when they play Disney Infinity come into sort of two categories with Toy Box. There's like builders and consumers. I fall on the consumer side, like where I'm like, I love the UGC. I'm actually one of the cool people that gets to decide one of the top 5 toy boxes every week, which is super fun and exciting. It's actually my favorite meeting of the week because I just go and get to play these cool things and figure them out. And then you heard about, we did a Toy Box Summit, right?
Yep.
So, won't go into that. I suppose you probably already talked about that. And then you heard we actually have hired people from the community to work at Avalanche now.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so we actually hired, I believe it's like 3 or 4 of the top Toy Box creators. One of them was like Papa Echo. Another one was like, something by Nick. Naughty by Nick? Something like that. But they were usually in the top 1 or 3 all the time. Papa Echo he's awesome. Like, he was a middle school teacher that taught science. And basically he loved doing it. He just loved making toy boxes. And when he got the call from Avalanche, he actually was getting married.
Oh, wow.
So he had to postpone his honeymoon to come out that following Monday after he got married to interview. He got the job. He's working at Avalanche now. But yeah, literally all they do is just grind through toy boxes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm like, they're awesome at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, really cool stuff.
Well, awesome. Is there anything else that we haven't covered that you feel our viewers at home should know? When is it released on?
What is it releasing on? Okay, get ready to hold on to your hats. So it's coming out on 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, Wii U. Oh wait, there's more. PC, iPad, Windows 8 tablets, Vita, and I'm missing one. Oh, I almost got it. I said Xbox One.
I didn't hear PS4. I heard PS3. Yeah, he said 4.
Yeah, Xbox 360, One, PS3, PS4, Wii U, PC, iOS, well, iPad, iPhone, Windows 8 tablet, Vita. That's what I did. I grouped the iOSs together.
What about Android?
No Android, unfortunately.
No, Android is inferior.
What's the integration for tablets?
Oh, so how it works, I don't know if you guys played the first version, but how it works is basically there are web codes with every character, starter pack, all that. So you go to the website, log into your Disney ID, and you can redeem that code. And then when you go to your iOS version, that character will be there when you log into Disney ID. Or you can microtransact that character inside of the app itself. Same thing with like PC as well.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how it works. Like you can do all that kind of fun stuff. So that works on Windows 8 as well. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So if you lose it, will it I mean, it's just general. Like if that gets lost, can you still play that character? Like Iron Man, if it gets broken somewhere.
Well,
It's all the chip is in the base.
yep.
So as long as you still have the base, you're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of the. There's a couple different game systems of these games in the genre right now.
Oh, he's so nice. He didn't name the competitive product.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, his words, not mine.
But overall, I definitely support the Infinity products.
Oh, thanks, man.
The games, the toys themselves are not easy to tear apart. Other than this is incredible so far, I had a toddler tear the head off that one the other day. But these look, the sculpts look amazing.
Oh, thanks.
Even just looking at them, having them sitting out, they look great. I have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old and a 10-year-old, and all of them also play with them as if they were action figures.
Oh, wow.
So this is a great game. It looks like an amazing game. The graphics have been updated as well. I definitely suggest it.
I do too. Although I worked on it, but I still love it.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, man.